we go. Hey there, everybody. It's a nasty one here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Overdogs franchise rebuild here in Super Mega Baseball 4. We're in year number 5 here in Control of the Dogs, and we are going into our second doubleheader of the season as we continue our current road trip of 7 games. 7-game road trip. We're going to be taking on the Nemesis today. This will be the first time we see them this season. First 2 matchups of 3. Last episode, the Dogs are coming off a victory behind Lupinberg, the rookie starter, as we beat the Grapplers 3-0 in that contest, moving our record to 3-2 on the year, going above 500 again. Now we're going to see if we can continue this momentum against the Nemesis, who normally have one of the most potent offensives in the league, and to this season appears to be no different. On the mound today in Game 1 for the teams will be Werner Bergenberg for us, 1-0 with a 3 ERA and a 1.33 whip. He has Tier 3 elite slider, Tier 2 consistent. And on the mound for the 3-2 Nemesis is right-hander Burl Chenning, who's a Tier 2 walk prone and Tier 1 easy jumps, known more for his hitting than his pitching. 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA and a 1.24 whip. Lineup for the first game today, leading off in center field, is going to be... There we go. That here. Put him in. Alright. Yes. Alright, we're going to rock with that one. Okay. Alright, we got to reorganize this around here a little bit. Philly is the 5. Yeah, that works. Freddie 6. We'll put Carl 7. Johnson 8. Yep. Alright, so it'll be Rufo leading off in center field, followed by Yoshida in right. McFarland locked in at first base, Liner at third. Filet Jones in left, batting 5th. Freddie Osborne, the rookie, is at second base, batting 6th. Carlton Starr is 10th, batting 7th at shortstop. Batting 8th will be the catcher, Johnson Swanson. And batting 9th is Werner Bergenberg. Lineup for the Nemesis here. So they're going to wear their regular homes in this first one. Leading off in left field, former Overdog at one point, Axel Torque. Batting 2nd, center fielder Mad Max Maximus Donaldson. Batting 3rd, on fire third baseman Hito Moon Shada. Batting 4th, locked in first baseman Mash Taters. Batting 5th, locked in right fielder Nairub Uwanga. Batting 6th, locked in rookie catcher Kyla Holt. Batting 7th is the pitcher Chinning. Batting 8th is 10th second baseman Andre Candela, and batting 9th is the young shortstop Drapes Leverage in his second year. He is tense. Alrighty, let's jump into it and have some fun here as we head out to the Tiger Den here for today's doubleheader. Hopefully we can take advantage of the shallow confines of Tiger Den and get this offense going with some home runs today, and hopefully we can keep the ball in the ballpark when pitching to the Nemesis. Here we go. Rufo's going to lead off today. He is locked in center with Tier 2 high pitch, hitting 375, 2 RBIs on the season, facing Chinning. Chinning in his start got the win earlier this season, giving up 1 run in 5 2/3 innings, coming 1 out shy of a quality start. 5 hits surrendered with 2 walks. He has struck out 5. Batting average against .238. Whip sits at 159, and his whip is at 124. Clear inside, that is a strike, 0-1. Chased it low on the changeup, bad pitch to swing at, or 2-seamer, 0-2 to Rufo. Chased it high, strike 3, first punch out for Chinning as he waves Rufo bye-bye. Deanna with Yoshida up next, right fielder hitting .421 with an RBI. Heater up, that's a strike, 0-1, got the call there. Slider down, Yoshida drives it to center, but he misses the barrel. Back to the warning track in is Donaldson, 2 down. Base is empty from near McFarland. First baseman locked in, hitting .565 on the year with 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Slider in the third, bouncing, 1-0. Slider down and lays low, 2-0 count. Chased it up and in, 2-1 as we went after a heater. High heater taken, 3-1. Walk run activates at Tier 2 for the first time. Slider drops in at the letters, full count. Curveball misses high and in, ball 4. Way to work the count there, McFarland. First walk today for Chinning. 2 down, 1 on here for a big dog Hack Liner. Third baseman hitting .600 on the year with 6 RBIs. No ace exterminator active here as that changeup's inside, 0-1. Down, hard grounder to shortstop to his left leverage, throw to first, and that is going to end the inning. So we get a walk, but nothing else. Bottom 1, Torque, Donaldson, and Moonshada coming up here against Bergenberg. Axel Torque leading off in left field today for the Nemesis, hitting .400 on the season, facing Bergenberg. Werner in his first start got the win, giving up 2 runs through 6 innings, a quality start, 3 ERA, and a 1.33 whip. He gave up 7 total hits with 1 walk, 1 home run ball, and he struck out a team-leading 10 batters, batting average against .280. Looking at the Nemesis, I forgot to look at their bench here before we started today, but they have former Crocodiles outfielder Ricky Kwan, Jack Cracker, former Crocodile? No, Blowfish, I'm sorry. Jack Cracker, former Nemesis outfielder. Or no, former Jack's outfielder, my apologies. Mamori Aoshima is still their backup catcher. Walter Volter is patrolling the bench, backup outfield option. And Christopher Ribeye, the young middle infielder, is still on the team. Moving to the rotation, they've added Jamison Cisneros from the Buzzards. Tarak Smith, who will be starting Game 3, is going to be pitching the second half of this doubleheader, our former pitcher. Melody Moods from the Sawtooth was added to close out the rotation. And then moving into the bullpen, they have Archie Alonso. BH4, Bob Hurlington IV, Libby Doe from the Sawteeth, David Digler from Overdog, and Lawrence Wimple is still their closer. First pitch heater up. That's a strike. 0-1. Go down. Pulled out of play by Torque. 0-2. Torque coming off a really bad year, I believe, with the Jacks last season. Slider away. Chase fouled off. That's Bergenberg's best pitch. 0-2. Up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. He gone. First punch out from Bergenberg. Got him to elevate the high cut-up. Mad Max Maximus Donaldson up next. Center fielder hitting with Tier 2 durable. He's hitting .348 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Change away in the first one. Drops in for a strike. 0-1. Cutter down and in. Low. 1-1. Receiver up and in. Donaldson taking. 2-1. It's just off the inside edge. Slide up and away. Whiff through it. 2-2. Dribble down and in. Turned on and belted deep to right field, heading for the high wall. Yoshida has to play the carom, and he does correctly as it ricochets right to him off the wall. First hit of the game goes to Donaldson. Nemesis has one on with 1 down here for Hito Moonshada, third baseman on fire with Tier 2 high pitch, hitting .222 on the year with 1 homer and 5 RBIs. Quick check of the runner there as Tier 1 bad jumps is active over at first base for Donaldson, but he's not much of a runner anyway. Slider down and away off the corner. 1-0. Him down and in, check low, 2-0. Cutter down and away, Moonshada taking, 2-1. Change down and away, strike call, 2-2. Count working back here for Bergenberg. Where's he down and in? Jammed it on the ground to short, charging Star, flip to second, 1. Osborne to first, double play. You love to say it as we get out of it with the double play ball. Top 2, Jones, Osborne, and Starr coming up. Blake Jones leads off in left field today. He's hitting .400 with a homer, 2 RBIs, batting 5th today for our offense. Jennings sets some fire. Slider hits the high edge away. 0-1 as that activates Tier 3 little hack for Jones. Slider away, hit off the end of the bat. 1 hopper in the hold of second. Cut off by Candela. He'll throw to first. 1 down. That'll bring up infield utility player Freddie Osborne, who's at second base today, the rookie. Hitting .227 with 1 home run and 3 RBIs on the season. Heater down, strike called from Chinning, 0-1. Up and in, 2-seamer, taken high, 1-1. Slide down and away, foul back, 1-2, way to protect the corner. Curve bounces, 2-2. No big hack this at that here for Osborne. Heater down and in, line at the middle, that's a base hit as Osborne's going to deliver a lead 1-out single here in the second. Is our first hit today. That will bring up Carlton Starr. Starr 10th right now, hitting .222 with 3 RBIs on the season. Easy jumps active at Tier 1 for Chitting, now with a runner on base. Tier 3 first pitch Slayer is active here for Starr to start the at-bat. See if he gets a good one to go after here. Keep it down and away at the knees. Good pitch on the corner, 0-1. Heater outside, 1-1. Heater up, checked away, 2-1. Good eye. Heater down and then pulled by Starr to the right center gap, slicing away from Donaldson. He will not get there as a one hops the fence. Donaldson plays the carom, gets it in. It'll be a double for Starr. 2 in scoring position, 1 down as we are now threatening. Catcher Johnson Swanson up next, hitting 111. He's going to try and bring him home. Batting in the 8th slot today. Infield drawn in here for the Nemesis, trying to cut the run off at the plate. First pitch, Heater outside, ball 1. Slider in there at the knees. Good pitch from Chinning, 1-1. Heater in, high hopper to shortstop, right at leverage, who misses the tag, and he'll get the runner at third as Starr gave himself up there. Runner will score on the fielder's choice, 1-0 there for the Dogs as we are on the board first. RBI to Swanson, I believe that is his first of the season. Yes, it is. 2 down, runner at first here. Johnson has good wheels at first base. Pick off, and they guessed correctly that we were going to try it as he is picked off to end the inning. But 1 run home on the ground out there by Swanson on the fielder's choice. 1-0, bottom 2. Taters, Uwanga, and Holt coming up. There's Mash Taters, first baseman locked in, hitting .333 with 3 RBIs on the season. First pitch slider at the knees from Bergsberg, hitting the hole to short. Starr on the dive, cuts it off, nice play, gets up and fires. Not in time. Infield single for Taters. Next up, Uwanga, right fielder locked in with Tier 2 first pitch prayer. Hitting .400 on the air with 1 homer, 3 RBIs. First pitch cutter up and away. That's a strike on the edge, 0-1. Change up and in. Fooled him as he's out in front of it, 0-2 as Uwanga whiffs through it. Where's him down in the way? Grounder to second, right at Osborne charging, flip to second, 1, Starr to first. Double play, you love to see it. Another double play turned. 2 down, bases empty for the rookie catcher Kyla Holt. Locked in, hitting .333 with 6 RBIs on the year. There's the Heater down in the way, low, 1-0. Side up and in, inside, 2-0. Curveball up. Top of the zone, fouled back by Holt, 2-1. Goes me down and in. Jammed it on the ground to third, charging liner on 1 hop. He'll throw to first, and that ends the inning. Good pitching from Bergenberg. Top 3, still 1-0 Dogs. It's going to be 9-1 and 2 here, due up. Bergenberg then back to the top. Bergenberg's bat resets after the response was picked off to end last inning. He's still hitless on the season. Tier 2 consistent active is the first pitch, 2-seamer at the knees from Chinning, 0-1. Heater then jammed, 1 hopper in the hole to short, charging leverage. He'll throw to first, 1 down. Raise the roof up next, center fielder locked in, 0 for 1. Taken low on the first pitch, 1-0. Curveball on the outside corner at the knees, nice pitch, 1-1. Heater then line at the middle, base hit for Rufo, so he'll push it up the middle. Past the diving glove of the second baseman. Rufo 1 for 2 today. Next up, Yoshida, he's 0 for 1. Heater middle in, chased 0-1. Throw down and then ripped by Yoshida on the line to right, but right at the right fielder, Uwanga. 2 down. And that is going to bring up McFarland, first baseman locked in. He drew a walk her first plate appearance. Heater down and in low, 1-0. There it goes. Curveball down, strike called at the knees, throw down to second, not in time. Stolen base there for Rufo as he'll take that one off of Chinning. Rufo's 5th steal of the year. He's a perfect 5 for 5 on the season. 1-1 count now to McFarland, who's locked in. Heater up and away, lined over the diving glove with leverage. He was out of position, and that's going to get through into the gap for extra bases. Rufo's steal pulled leverage out of position, and that led to that extra base hit, as it's an RBI double now for McFarland. Her team leading 11th RBI of the year. It is 2-0 Dogs. Hack liner up next. Big Dog 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Slider down and in. Low inside from Chinning. 1-0. Heater middle in line at the middle. That is a base hit into center field right at Donaldson. Around third is McFarland. Here comes the throw from Donaldson. Not in time. RBI single for Liner. 7th RBI of the year for the Big Dog. It's 3-0 Dogs. Jones up next. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to second his first at bat. Curveball down and away low. Chinning now 10s. 1-0. Heater at the knees, roped on the line, but right at Candela to end the inning. But 2 home from the Dogs as we have a nice little 2-out rally from McFarland and Liner. 3-0 Dogs. Bottom 3, Chinning, Candela, and Leverage coming up. Here's Chinning. Pitcher is tense. His first bat of the game, batting .600 on the year with an RBI. Hitting ratings are still in a good place here for Chinning, despite being tense. We're seeing him up and away out of the zone. 1-0. Change it down. Chinning taking. 2-0. Cut up and in. Chased it high. 2-1. Throw ball away. Chinning one hopper to short. Picked by Star. Throw to first. 1 down. Back to now number 8 hitter up next. Candela tense. Second baseman hitting 143 on the year with tier 2 consistent. Also have tier 2 sprinter running down the first baseline. Cutter up and in on the first pitch. High, ball 1. Slider down. Taken low. 2-0. Heater up. Chase driven deep. Left center field. Carrying well. Rufo on the run. Into the warning track. He'll may turn around and make the catch. 2 down. Base is empty for Leverage. Shortstop in his second year is tense. Hitting .333. Tier 2 base rounder is a base running trait, so that won't activate unless he's on the base paths. First pitch slider down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Pushing ripping away, Leverage late on it as he blows it by him, 0-2. Change it down and in, low and in, 1-2. Cut up and in, jammed it foul, 1-2 remains the count. Curl down and away. Chased and fouled off. Way to get to that one. Leverage. 1-2. Forcing him ripping away. He gone. Blew it by him as he chases it. Second punch out for Bergenberg, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Top 4, it's 3-0 Dogs. Osborne, Star, and Swanson coming up. Osborne leading off. 1-for-1 with a single. His rookie's going to try and get it started against the tense Chinning. Heater up. Strike call. 0-1. Slider away. Misses. 1-1. Chased the heater low, fouled back into the glove of Holt, 1-2. Chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch out for Chinning. 1 down to start the inning. Here's Star, 1-for-1 with a double. First pitch Slayer active as he's back to neutral mojo. First pitch slider, takes the top of the zone off. 0-1 is Chinning back to neutral. Curveball misses inside, 1-1. Curveball high and away, it's a 2-1 count now to Star. Slider down and away, good pitch, 2-2. Just caught the edge. Heater up and in, pulled down the line by Star, but it's out of play. 2-2, a little early. Slider misses well out of the zone. Full count now to Star as tier 2 walk prone activates. Heater down the ways, chase dribbler off the end of the bat to second, charging Candela. Bare hands to first, 2 down. Star tense again. Here's Swanson. 1 today with a fielder's choice ground out. Then he's picked off trying to steal second. Here up and ways a strike. 0-1. Little hack activates. Slide it down in the way. That's a strike. It's 0-2. What a pitch from Chinning. Slider away. Skied off the end of the bat. Shallow right. In on it is Wanga, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 4. Torque, Donaldson, and Moonshada coming up. Torque leading off. He's 0-for-1 today. Struck out his first at bat. Curveball down and in. That is lined into the left center gap. Rufo on the run. Lays out for it and cuts it off on the hop. Nice play, Rays. Saves extra bases there for Torque. Leadoff man on with the third hit today for the Nemesis. Here's Donaldson. 1-for-1 with a single. Bergenberg still locked in. Down and away off the edge. 1-0. Change it down and in. Donaldson up the first base line. There, McFarland steps on the bag, and now they've got him in a rundown. Rufo will chase down Torque and slap the tag on him. It's a double play. You love to see it. Third one we've turned today. Base is empty. 2 down for Moon. Shadows down to locked in Mojo. 0-for-1 today. Cutter down and away, foul back into the screen, 0-1. Slider down in the way. Sad on line to the gap, right center field. Rufo on the run. Lays out forward and makes a nice diving catch. He read it all the way. Ray's Rufo flashes the leather again, taking away extra bases for sure. Top 5 we go. It's 3-0 Dogs. Birchenberg, Rufo, and Yoshida. 9-1 and 2 coming up. Birchenberg leads off, locked in, 0 for 1. First pitch slider in there for a strike, 0-1. Birchenberg grounded out to short his first time up. Curveball drifts out of the zone from Chinning, 1-1. Slider up, hit up the top of the zone, knocked down by Chinning on the liner behind the mound, picked up by Leverage, bare hand to the first, not in time. Infield single for Birchenberg, his first hit of the season. Rufo up next, he's on fire after the line out, diving play last inning. He's also stolen a base, 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Curveball hangs on the next pitch. We get under it and pull it down the right field line. That's going to stay in play for Uwanga in fair territory. 1 down. Birchenberg holding it first. Rufo down to locked-in mojo. Here's Yoshida. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 flyouts. Curveball drifts well inside. 1-0. Heater down and then grounded hard to short right at Leverage. Flip to second 1. Candela to first. Double play. And that ends the inning. Unlucky there. Bottom 5, 3-0 the score. Taters, Uwanga, and Holt coming up. Here's Taters, 1 for 1 with a single. He's still locked in. First pitch curveball down and in. Check strike at the knees, 0-1. Cutter up and away. High, 1-1. Four-seamer away. Chased out of the zone, 1-2. Tier 2 whiffer activates for the first time today for Taters. Change it down and in. Low in the dirt. 2-2. Slider for in. Chased inside. Jammed him on the ground to second. Charging Osborne. Bare hands and fires to first. 1 down. Next up, Uwanga. Right fielder locked in. 0 for 1. First pitch Prayer active. Cutter up and in. Strike called. 0-1. Pushing up and away. Out of the zone. 1-1. Go down and in. Lined into right field over the lunging Osborne's glove. That's down for a hit. Wanga's first today. He's on with a 1-out knock. Next up is Holt. Rookie catcher locked in. 0 for 1 today, though. Four-seamer away on the first one. Hit hard to short on the line. Star there. Makes the catch. 2 down. Bases a runner at first. 2 down for Chinning, who's 0 for 1. Curveball down on the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. 1-0 pitch, change it down and in, line to left center field. That's going to get down. Rufo tries to cut it off, but it gets past him on the hard grounder into the gap. Rounding third is the runner from first. Throw home from Star. Not in time as Uwanga scores on the RBI single. Great base running there from Uwanga. Nice individual effort. And the Nemesis find themselves on the board. It's 3-1, RBI to Chinning. Candela due up next, still tense. Birchenberg still locked in despite it. We're up and away. High, ball 1. 1-0 pitch, slider down and in. Check strike at the knees, 1-1. Cutter down and away. Strike called, 1-2. Nice pitch. Change it down and in. Inside, 2-2. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3 as he fooled him badly. Candela went after the elevated heater, and that's going to send him packing. Third punch out today for Birchenberg ends the inning, but a 2-out RBI single from Burl Chinning leads to Uwanga scoring all the way from first base on superhuman effort. Top 6, it's 3-1. Nemesis finally on the board. McFarland up 1 for 1 with an RBI double last batch. He's also walked and locked in now. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. McFarland also scored in the inning later. Curveball inside, 1-1. Keep it down and in line, 1 hopper. Picked by Candela at second. He'll throw to first, 1 down. Next up, Liner, 1 for 2 with an RBI single today for the big dog. Curveball down and in low, 1-0. Outside heater, well off the plate. 2-0 count now to Liner. Heater up, line hard to second. Candela picks it off the dirt. 2 down on the line out. Jones up next. He's 0 for 2. Curveball drops low, 1-0. Slide at the knees. Blasted by Jones deep to right center field. That's got some carry heading for the low wall. Leaping out of the reach of Uwanga. It's in the doghouse. Home run for Filet Jones. First homer of the season for the big guy. Or second, actually. First today for our offense. It is 4-1 as we're back to a 3-run advantage. Rookie Osborne's up next. He's 1 for 2 with a single, and that'll do it for Burl Chinning as he only goes 5 2/3 today, giving up the 4 earned runs out of the bullpen. Former Overdogs reliever David Diggler. 4.50 ERA, 150 whip, and 5 strikeouts. He also has Tier 2 walk prone, but he also has Tier 2 meltdown instead of Tier 1 easy jumps. Two-seamer down and in, off the edge from Diggler, 1-0. Still has some control issues. Heater away, strike called, 1-1. They never really went away for him. Heater at the knees, line hard by Osborne, deep to center field, back to the warning track at the wall. Looking up is Donaldson. He'll put it away, and that ends the inning. But a home run for Jones chases Chinning, 4-1, bottom 6. Leverage, Torque, and Donaldson, 9-1-2, coming up. Here's Leverage. Sophomore is 10, so for 1 today. First pitch, Heater, middle in. That's a strike, 0-1. Curveball away on the next pitch. That's pulled foul, 0-2. 0-2 offering, cutter up and away, outside, 1-2. Change it down and in. Chased, hitting the hole between third and short. Diving his liner to his left. He gets up and fires. Nice play by the big dog. 1 down. He's locked in now. Here's Torque, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch curveball down from Bergenberg is low, 1-0. Puts him down and in. Jammed him on the ground, foul. Up the first base line, 1-1. Slide it down in the way. Chase, then he does it again. This time a little harder, 1-2. Cut up and in. Fooled him and jammed him inside as he went after it. Soared. 4th punch out for Bergenberg. He gone. 2 down now for Donaldson. Mad Max 1 for 2 with a single today. Cutter inside, off the edge, 1-0. Where's he down in the way? Low, 2-0. 2-0 pitch, slider inside, hitting the hole between first and second. Off the diving glove of McFarland, tip to Osborne. He'll throw to the pitcher in time. Way to back her up out there, Osborne. That ends the inning, and good cover by Bergenberg. 1-2-3 inning, top 7. Bottom of the lineup coming up for the Dogs. It's Starr, Swanson, and Bergenberg. Here's Starr, tense, 1 for 2 with a double today. Grounded out last bat to second. First pitch, Slayer active against Diggler. Heater up and in, hits the corner. What a pitch, 0-1. Heater up, Chase, soft liner to short, caught by Leverage for the first out. Johnson Swanson up next, 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. Heater away, that's a strike, 0-1. Little hack activates a Tier 3. Well inside, 1-1. Heater down and in, popped him up, shallow left center, out for it, Leverage. Calls off Donaldson, 2 down. That's going to bring up Bergenberg, 1 for 2 with a single. He is locked in. Pitching, his stamina's in a good position. He can go. Heater taken low, 1-0. High Heater well out of the zone from Diggler, 2-0. Curveball up, strike called, 2-1. Bergenberg hit an infield single to shortstop last time up. Curveball up, misses high, 3-1 count now as walk prone activates first time today for Diggler. Heater away, foul back, count full. Heater away, foul back again, fighting him off. Heater away, pulled on the ground, a short backhanded by Leverage in the hole, throw to first, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Diggler, bottom 7, it's 4-1. Moonshada, Taters, and Nwanga, heart of the lineup up 1 more time for the Nemesis. Here's Moonshada, 0 for 2 today. Slider down and in. Grounded hard at the middle base hit as Moonshada was ready for it. He'll be on with the leadoff knock to start the 7th. A little bit of first pitch swinging there. Here's Taters, 1 for 2 with a single. Seamer away on the first pitch. That's line hard to center, right at Rufo, though, for the first out. 2 pitches, 2 hard hit balls here. Here's Nwanga, 1 for 2 with a single, who's locked in. That leash is tightening here for Bergenberg. Cut up and in. Chased it, fouled back over the screen, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Whiffed in the dirt, 0-2. Good pitch. Forcing him down in the way. Fooled him, he chased it outside. He gone. 5th punch out for Bergenberg. 2 down for Holt. For to catch her up for 2 today. She is locked in, though. First pitch, change up at the knees. Popped her up. Yoshida in, medium deep. And right puts it away to end the inning. Top 8 we go. It's 4-1. Rufo, Yoshida, and McFarland coming up. Here's Rufo, one through the single. He is locked in. Digler staying out there. First pitch fastball well out of the zone away. 1-0. Heater up, late swing. 1-1. A little slow there was Rufo. Curveball up and in, hangs. Dumped to left center field on the line. Running in Donaldson to make the catch. One down for Yoshida, who's 0 for 3 today. Takes one low and away. 1-0. Yoshida hit into a double play last at bat. Heater at the knees, foul back off the screen. 1-1. Heater up high, hitting the hole, hard hit in the hole to short. Backhanded by Leverage, throw to first. 2 down, and Yoshida is hurt running to first. Oh, fuck. Here we go. Here's McFarland, 1 for 2 with the RBI double and a walk. He tweaked his groin. Of course he fucking did. All right, well, we're going to move Filet Jones into right field then, and we are going to put Damian Rush in left then. All right, Mira, locked in today. Curveball well out of the zone from Digler, 1-0. He's now locked in. Heater down in the way. Blasted by McFarland, slicing down the left field line. Will it stay fair? No, just foul. A little late. Had home run distance, though. 1-1. Heater up, line hard to third. Right at Moonshot, though, to end the inning. But we lose Yoshida here on the tweaked groin as he ran down the first base line. Bottom 8, it's 4-1. Digler, Candela, and Leverage coming up. And that's going to put a big strain on our catching position. Here's Digler, pitcher locked in. Pinch hitting for him, though. Jack Cracker, former Jack's outfielder. Hitless on the air. Is Tier 2 RBI 0, Tier 1 bad jumps. And Bergerberg's going to start the 8th. Change it down, taking low, 1-0. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Nemesis. Heater down and then foul back, 1-1. Throw down the way, off the edge, 2-1. Cutter down and in, checked, 3-1. Down and in. Grounded hard at the middle of the second. Osborne dives out of his reach into right center. Leadoff man on to start the 8th as the pinch hitter reaches here for Candela, who's tense. 0 for 2 today for the second baseman. First pitch slider away. Chased off the edge, 0-1. Cutter down and in. Low, 1-1. Down and away. Line hard right at Star for the first out as he reaches up above his head to make the catch on the line out. 9 hitter up next. It's Leverage. Shortstop tense, 0 for 2 today. First pitch curveball down and in. Good block in the dirt. 1-0. Up and away. That's a strike. 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Change it down and away. Check. 2-1. Up and in, Leverage chases out of the zone, hit up the middle, picked by Star out of the air, 2 down. Top of the lineup here's Torque, 1 through the single, probably Bergenberg's last batter here. Curveball down in the way, off the edge, 1-0. Forcing him down and in. Jammed him on the ground to second, Osborne backhands to his right, throw to first, that ends the inning. There we go, Werner, he's through 8. Out of the bullpen for the Nemesis, Archie Alonso has pitched in each of the last 3 games and make it 4 in a row now. 8.44 ERA, 188 whip, and 2 strikeouts. Comes in with Tier 2 rally stopper, not active. Top 9, looking for some insurance. It's Liner, Jones, and Osborne. Here's Liner, locked in, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Slider up and in, high ball 1. Curveball down in the way, in there at the knees, 1-1. Ball in there at the letters. What a pitch from Alonso. 1-2. Heater down and then turned on by Liner. Ripped to the wall and left off the big wall. It drops over the head of Torque. But Liner does not run well, so we will only take a single off that hit. Leadoff man on to start the inning. Here's Filet Jones. Solo homer last at bat. He's locked in. Now in right field. First pitch curve down and in. Strike called as Little Hack activates. Heater up his chase, 1 hopper to second. Candela to second, 1. Leverage to first, double play. Go figure. Base is empty for Osborne with 2 down. Rookie 1 for 3. Heater down in the way. Blasted by Freddie. Deep right center field. He got around on the hitter. Put it in the doghouse as that's in the first deck in right center. Home run for the rookie as Osborne gives us the insurance run we need. Second of the year for the Rook. It's 5-1. Star up next, shortstop tense, 1 through the double. Curveball in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater up and in, high, 1-1. Slide up and in, pilled by Star, picked by Candela on a hop, throw to first, that ends the inning. Home run, though, for Osborne, makes it 5-1 Dogs. Bottom 9, Donaldson, Moonshot, and Taters due up. Tempted to leave Bergenberg out there, but already at 87 pitches and locked in. I'm not going to press our luck here. We're going to go ahead and take him out. All right. What are we going to do here? What are we thinking? We're going to double switch here, coming off the bench. First up first. This is not a save situation yet. I don't want to waste him either, but I think our best bet's going to go to the rookie Stub Pruitt. We're going to go ahead and take Star off. We're going to put in Digafordo to play shortstop as he'll jump in. And we'll leave the catcher position where it is. All right, rookie Stub Pruitt on the mound here. He's going to try and slam the door. No record, a 5.40 ERA, 3.60 WHIP, 1 run given up in 2 appearances, inning and 2/3 pitched. 4 hits surrendered, a strikeout and 2 walks, batting average against 444. Has the Tier 3 Elite Curveball. Also will have Tier 2 Rally Stopper when multiple runners are on base. Cutter away on the edge from the side armor, 0-1. Heater down and in. Blew it by Donaldson, 0-2, as he didn't make contact. Change it down in the way. Out of the zone, 1-2. Curveball down and in. Lined up the middle of the second. Backhanded on the liner by Osborne, 1 down. Next up, Moonshot, 1 through the single. First pitch curveball away. 1 hopper to third. Knocked down by liner, but he recovers. Throw to first, 2 down. Not handled cleanly, but way to pick it up. Next up, Taters, 1 through the single. He is the last chance here in game 1 of the doubleheader. Forcing away on the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Cutter up and in. High, 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Curveball down and in. Chopper to first. McFarland there. Charges. Takes it herself. 1-2-3 9th inning for Pruitt as the Dogs win game 1 today. 5-1 the score. But now we have a problem as we have lost Dano Yoshida for the next couple of games. So we are short not only our right fielder, but we're also short our primary catcher. Not great. But still, good quality win for the Dogs as we had great pitching from Bergenberg. 8 innings of 1-run ball. And the offense did enough against Chinning in the bullpen to give us the win as we out-hit them 9-7 and scored 5-1 and hit 2 home runs. Batting lines, RBIs today. McFarland had an RBI double, Liner an RBI single, Jones a solo homer, Osborne a solo homer, and Swanson a fielder's choice groundout with an RBI. On the other side for the Nemesis, their only run was on a single by pitcher Burl Chinning as Nairu Bulwanga scored all the way from first base on said hit. Very impressive running display there. Pitching lines, Bergenberg 8 quality innings, giving up 7 hits, 1 earned run, and 5 strikeouts. He improves to 2-0. Pruitt a clean inning as the rookie comes out of the pen here for the 9th. On the other side for the Nemesis, Chinning only 5 2/3 on the mound, which is solid for him. 4 earned runs given up on 7 hits, 1 homer, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. He falls to 1-1. David Diggler gave them 2 1/3 innings of perfect relief, and then Archie Alonso 1 inning giving up a home run on a homer and 2 total hits. Bergenberg, your player of the game for his pitching, followed by Osborne with his 2 for 4 day, including a home run, and then McFarland 1 for 3 day, RBI double, and a walk. She also scored a run. As the Dogs take game 1 today, improving to 4-2, Nemesis fall to 3-3. And then we will head into game number 2 here in just a second. But first, we are going to check the free agent pool to see if there is an available catcher for us to use. Things are about to get very creative and interesting here. Marshmallow or Saunders? Let's do Saunders. He's got more potential here, and I don't like Jacob Marshmallow. Looking around the league here. So first up, we got Thurman Colt, released by the Moonstars. He'll be replaced by outfielder Vinder Hawkins. Buster Biggs is cut by the Grass Eaters. He'll be replaced by Ruby Green. Saunders, the rookie, gets +2 fielding there on a random development roll. Love to see that. Chance to lose Little Hack for Jones. Hell nah. Oh, chance to get Dive Wizard there for Woodburn. Probably not. You don't play that often. Pruitt has a good development chance for more velocity. Okay, take a look at that. Chance to give it a Slowpoke on Swanson. We might need to develop him now that Yoshida's hurt. And Alberto King is still out there in the free agent pool. Okay. So we can't afford anything outside of Jones's, and I'm not buying that one, so that's kind of dumb. How do we want to play this today? Okay, let's have a look. So the only catcher in free agency is Alberto King. We have had King on the roster the past 2 seasons. He's a great defender, but other than that, he doesn't bring us anything offensively. Bringing him in doesn't hurt chemistry at all. It actually keeps competitive at tier 3. But who would I have to cut is the question if I wanted to do that. Who else can play catcher? So also playing catcher is Seb Swolson, who's not a great defender. He's a good bat, but he's not a good defender. And then Buster Biggs, who's just released, is not an option because that cap hit is way too high. Swolson is the same price as King, both making $3.5 million. They flip-flop their primary and secondary positions of catcher and first base. King, however, is 6 years younger. He's not as good offensively as Swolson, but he is slightly slower, but he's a much better fielder, and he has a better arm as well to boot. So I think King would be the move here. The question is, who do we cut from the roster? Is it Woodburn with the tier 3 big hack, giving us an actual other catcher on the roster? Because either way, Yoshida is going to be out for at least 1 or 2 games, probably 3. Yeah, as much as I find Woodburn an intriguing option, I think he's going to have to be the answer, but I don't think we have enough money to make the move, actually. Because if we go to King here, we need $2 million. We only have $1.5 million available to do so. So we're going to need to make a higher level cut and then replace Woodburn with somebody else, probably. By the looks of things. Not going to be Dig, that's for sure. Could be, it might have to be Giovanni Saunders, unfortunately. Of course, if we also make that move, we're also going to need to add a scholarly player back to get that to tier 3. So let's have a look and see what's available out there for us in that regards. It's going to require some next level maneuvering. Lila Arbor is an option, obviously. She does have the playability in the outfield, even though she's not a great fielder. She would be an extra bat we could use off the bench to play right field. That's not bad. Javier Cortez is also an option. So is Buster Biggs, who's just released. So he's out. Cap hit's too high. Although Biggs would be very good offensively. Cortez is a solid power bat. That's about all he does. He also could steal a base here or there. I think Arbor would be the signing here in this case. So that would be the move we have to make for that. Okay, perfect. All right, so first up, it's going to be, we're going to have to cut Giovanni Saunders to get King on the roster, which will be, what is that? It's going to gain 0.1. Puts us at 1.6. Where's Arbor? Arbor's at 4.9. That's not going to cut it. No. She's too expensive. Shit. Okay. Oh, no. Oak Neo might be the victim here, unfortunately. And I like Oak Neo. I like what he brings to the team, but damn. Oh, boy. Discipline would be down to tier 1 if that case. We would need a discipline player to bring in. So that is utility player Goose Caboosler, who's above his price point. Hemming Bellamy, who can play the infield. Windy Wheels can play center and right. Not great offensively, but is an option. Yo-Yo Yamamoto would also be an option. Oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Not Thurman Colt. Ronimus Jackson's a no. Laura Randall would be a yes, I think. Yeah, she could play the infield as well. Boomer Platoon is not an option. Okay. Actually, Randall's spirited, so I can't bring her in anyway. Okay, so it's going to be Yo-Yo Yamamoto then. He's going to be joining. So if you bring him in for Woodburn, this should work. As much as I want to bring Arbor in, it's not going to work out unless I bring her in for Damian Rush, which is possible. That could work if we are primarily putting her in left field and we move Jones to right for the time being. That could work. That could work. That could work indeed. Okay. So this is getting a little messy, but I think we're able to pull this off. All right. Okay. All right. So this might actually work out. So first up, the first move we are unfortunately going to have to make is we're going to have to bring in. What are my second base options real quick? Crafty, and competitive. Dugout fives. I'm going to play second and shortstop now. Okay. All right, so Alberto King is the first move. We do need an extra catcher on the roster with Yoshida going down with the injury. So this is unfortunately being made. This is forcing our hand, unfortunately. So we are going to have to cut O'Neal. He's like the next expendable option on the roster, unfortunately. Unless we cut Damian Rush, which would free up $4 million here. That's possible. So that would bring up $4 million, puts us at 5.5. We bring in the cheaper of the two, which would not be Arbor. That would be Yo-Yo for Woodburn. That takes 1.6 away. Okay. All right. Yeah. I think I see it. I see the move. All right. So Alberto for Rush puts us at 5.5 million. Unfortunately, Damien, it's not going to work out for you. Then we bring in Yo-Yo Yamamoto. Where is he? Yo-Yo Yamamoto. Bring him in here for O'Neal, which unfortunately means we will not have an actual primary second baseman on the roster, but we'll have to make do. Thankfully, we have a lot of utility players here with Osborne, who can play the field. Fordo can play the entire infield, so we can swat him around here. So Neal is gone. Bring in Yo-Yo as we free up some more money. And then we bring in Lila Arbor. She will replace Woodburn on the roster. So we are losing a Tier 3 competitive, Tier 3 scholarly trait out of this, yes. But let's be real, Woodburn's probably never going to play. He's just not that great offensively, and he's kind of a glass cannon at this point. So the experiment, unfortunately, was fun to try, and unfortunately is not going to work out. So Arbor is in, gives us an extra fielder. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we actually have 3 catchers on the roster again. 2 actual primary catchers, as King will probably be slotting in here. And we still don't have anything to buy here, so good. All right, sum up to the next game here real quick. We're going to tie with 3-way tie for the division lead here. Freebooters win, love to see that. Crocs win, that's not great. Crocs then lose to the Beebles, that's fine. Buzzards win, unfortunately, against the Jacks, so now they are in sole possession of first place. Sirloins beat the Freebooters. Pigs win. Wideloads win in extras as they beat the Heaters. And the Sandcats rally from 4-1 down to beat the Hot Corners. Nice win for them. All right, so we're sitting in second place right now, taking on the Nemesis, who are sitting in fourth place now at 3-3. On the mound for us will be rookie left-hander Miles Connor with Tier 3 K Collector, Tier 3 Workhorse. And on the mound for, he's 1-0 with a 7.94 ERA, 1.41 whip. And on the mound for the Nemesis, former Overdogs pitcher Tarak Smith, who's away from the team for the first season. He's been with us the last 3 years, I believe. No record, a 2.25 ERA, and a 1.50 whip. All right, now the lineup. This is where things are going to get very interesting. So Swanson is tense, and Yoshida is injured. Let's see what they suggest here real quick. They want Swanson to start. We're not going to do that. We're going to put King in a catcher today. Arbor is slotted in right field. I'm actually going to put Jones in right field. He's a weaker fielder. Actually, they both pretty much suck at fielding, so I think we'll keep Jones in left. It honestly doesn't matter. Arbor in right is going to be interesting. And we're not facing an ace pitcher, unfortunately, so Yo-Yo's trade's not going to be active today. All right, so we're going to slot this lineup around here real quick. It's going to be Rufo leading off again. Then we're going to put... I'm going to put Arbor in the 2 slot. Then we're going to put McFarland the 3, Liner the 4, Jones 5, Star 7. We're going to put Osborne 6 again. And King will bat 8th with Connor on the mound. Take a quick look at Lila Arbor's numbers. I know she's not a rookie. I believe she's been in the league a few years here real quick. Alberto King, first action he's seen all year is he was on our roster most of last season. And he was on our roster the second half of year 3, so he's back again. Yo-Yo has not played all year. He's been with the Jacks the first 3 years here in the franchise and actually did not play at all last season. So he's coming off a full year of inactivity. And Arbor, in her 3rd year here, she's been with the Heaters the last 2 seasons. Okay. All right, make sure the lineup did not reset here. We're going to wear our alternates for today's game. Rufo, Arbor, McFarland, Liner, Jones, Osborne, Starr, King, Connor. Okay, perfect. And the Nemesis will wear their alternates as well. Their lineup will have Uwanga lead off in right. He's locked in. Leverage moves up to the 2 slot. He was batting 9th in Game 1. He's still tense. Torque down to the 3 slot and left. Moonshada cleanup now at 3rd, locked in. Tater slots down to the 5 slot. Candela moves from the 8 slot to the 6 slot, still tense at 2nd base. Ricky Kwan is going to get the start in center field over Mad Max Donaldson. And Memoria Oshima will get the start at catcher, giving Holt a day off. She's batting 8th with Smith on the mound. Here we go. To the Tiger, then we go for Game 2 of the doubleheader. Let's see how we do. How will the new-look team fare after all those roster moves? We had to make 3. Now, honestly, I could have seen the argument there to get rid of Saunders over Rush, but I'm going to trust the Pinch Perfect trade off the bench. Here we go. I just feel bad for O'Neal, man. Like, he's a solid 2nd baseman, but it's just unfortunate it wasn't working out. Now we don't have an actual 2nd baseman on the roster. Rufo going to lead off today, locked in center with Tier 2 high pitch, hitting 357, 2 RBIs on the year, coming off 1 hit in Game 1. Also stole a base. Smith on the season, no record, a 2.25 ERA, 150 whip. In his 1 start, he went 4 innings, giving up 1 run on 4 hits with 2 walks, a homer, and 3 strikeouts. Batting average against 250. Tier 2 Elite 4-seamer, present. That is a cutter, though, from Smith, as that's up and in, 1-0. Smith still has his 3 fastballs, 4-seamer, cutter, 2-seamer. He also has a curve and a change. There is that Elite 4-seamer at the knees, 1-1. Cutter up and away, dumped over short on the liner, over the diving glove with Leverage in left center. It's a base hit. Lead off knock for Rufo. Early on to start the game here for 3rd-year player, right fielder Lila Arbor, getting her first at-bat of the whole season. Former Heaters prospect at 34 years old now? You're 34, right? Yep. She was a rookie at 32. Years young. Consistent, active at Tier 2 behind the plate for Aoshima, who has a cannon for an arm, so we are not going to be testing her today. Of course, none of our guys are fast enough for that. Heater up and in, taken high, 1-0. Heater down and in, strike called, 1-1. Arbor is a great offensive player. She's just a defensive liability. Cut up and in, hard hopper through the left side of the infield over the diving glove of Moonshada. That is a base hit for Arbor. Her first hit as a dog. 2 on, nobody out to start the game. Here's McFarland locked in. RBI double in the first game, bringing her to a team-leading 11 RBIs. She also had a walk, scored a run as well. Heater down, misses low from Smith, 1-0. Cut up and in, checked high, good hold, 2-0. Out in front of the changeup at the knees. McFarland could not hold back, 2-1. Heater up and in, pulled foul, out of play, 2-2. Heater up and in, jammed it in the line on the liner, but that's through into left field, and that's going to load up the bases as Torque got it in quickly. Here comes the big dog, Hack Liner, locked in with 583 average, and now up to 7 RBIs. He had an RBI single in the first game. I believe that was his only hit. Or no, he had 2 hits that game, 2 hits. 2-seamer down and in, nice pitch from Smith, 0-1. Change it down and in, rope foul, out of play, 0-2. Curveball away, pulled off the end of the bat, and the hold a short backhanded by Leverage, goes to second 1, Candela to first, just in time. It's a double play, as that's going to put 2 down, but a run scores. No RBI, though, unfortunately. Jones up next, left fielder hitting 375, 2 homers, 3 RBIs on the year. He had a solo homer in the first game. Her ball drops low from Smith, 1-0. Curveball up and away, pulled by Jones deep to left field, looking for the high wall. He gets it off the wall as it ricochets away from Torque. Digging for second is Jones. Throw in, not in time. RBI double for Filet, his 4th RBI of the year. 2-0 Dogs. Rookie Freddie Osborne up next. He homered as well in Game 1. He had 2 hits. 269 average, 2 homers, 4 RBIs on the year. First pitch heater away on the cutter. Misses from Smith, 1-0. Up and away, cutter, 2-0 count. Big Hack activates a Tier 3 for the first time this episode for Osborne. Heater down, pulled in the hole to short, diving his leverage to cut it off. Throws across the diamond to first, not in time. Jones digs around third. He will be thrown out as he tried to catch the defense napping. Good speed. Decent speed from Jones. Thought he had him, but he is thrown out at the plate. Good heads-up play by Taters. But 2 home. 1 on a double play and 1 on a double by Jones. Bottom 1, Uwanga, leverage and torque to up first against rookie Miles Connor. Wanga leads off, right fielder locked in, scored the only run of the game for the Nemesis in Game 1 as he scored on a RRBI single all the way from first base. Very impressive. Connor 1-0, got the win in his debut. Gave up 5 runs, though, in the process. 5 2/3, 7.94 ERA, 141 whip, 8 hits surrendered, 4 strikeouts, and 2 home run balls. Got to work on that. He has Tier 3 workhorse, Tier 3 K collector. First pitch prayer was active there for Uwanga. He takes a heater down and in, 0-1. Forkball down and away. Off the zone, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Uwanga popped him up. Out of the crouch is King behind the plate in his season debut. He makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Drape's leverage. Shortstop tense, hitting .278 on the season. He had 1 hit, I believe, in the first game. Pushing him down and in. Hitting the hole between third and short. Past the diving liner into left field. Leverage on with a 1-out knock, and that'll bring up left fielder Axel Torque, hitting .375 on the season. Check of the runner by Connor. Slider up and away. Strike called, 0-1. King behind the plate has a below-average arm, so I expect them to run here. Forcing him down the way. Hit through the legs of Connor into center field. A good swing there. 2 on, 1 down. Nemesis threatening. Here comes cleanup hitter Moonshada, locked in. Third baseman hitting .227 with a homer, 5 RBIs. High pitch active at Tier 2. First pitch forkball down and in. Low ball 1. Slider away. Off the edge, 2-0. Push him down and in. Check ball 3 inside. 3-0 pitch, heater away. That's a strike, 3-1. 3-1 pitch, forkball down and in. Ball 4, missed low. First walk for Connor. Bases loaded, 1 down now for Mashed Taters. First baseman looking to clobber 1. He's hitting .320 in the air with 3 RBIs. First pitch slider at the knees. That's a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. Outside, 1-1. Connor tense. Down and in. Jammed on the ground to short. Star backhands. Flip the second 1. Osborne to first. Double play. You love to see it as the rookie gets out of the bases loaded jam. To the second we go. It's 2-0. Star, King, and Connor coming up. Alvin Star leads off as it's the bottom of the Dogs lineup here in the second. He's tense. 1 hit in the first game, which was an RBI double. Tier 3 first pitch Slayer active. Or was it regular double? Regular double? Heater taken low in the first one, 1-0. Heater from in, late swing, 1-1. Cutter middle of the plate, pulled by Star, deep to right field on the line, but making the catch. Oh, he actually hits the wall behind the head of right fielder Uwanga. He couldn't corral it. It's going to be a leadoff double for Star. Next up, Alberto King getting his first at-bat of the season as he was freshly signed out of the free agent pool, back for his 3rd season with the Dogs. First pitch he sees, heater up and away high, 1-0, is slowpoke active at Tier 1. Heater up and away, lined over first, over the drawn-in infielder. It's a base hit. They were looking for the bunt, and instead they got a line drive. That's a single for King. Runners at the corners, nobody out now for Connor. Pitcher hitless on the air, infield is playing the bunt. Change it down, pulled foul, 0-1. Heater up, lined at the middle, base hit for Connor, his first career hit. It'll also be his first career RBI, scoring his start from third, 3-0 Dogs. Let's get that ball for his trophy case. Ray's Rufo up next, locked in. 1-for-1 with a single, looking to keep the rally going as Smith is tense. Heater up and away on the edge, 0-1. Curve inside, misses, 1-1. Heater up and in, pulled by Rufo, soft liner, that's down in right center field for a base hit. Rounding third is King, here comes the throw, not in time! RBI double for Rufo, it's 4-0 Dogs. Great hustle from King, and now Arbor has a chance to bust it open. 1-for-1 with a single today, can she deliver? Smith still tense. Heater up, misses high, that's his best pitch, 1-0. That Heater's low on the two-seamer, 2-0 count to Arbor. Heater up is chased up the first base line. That's a fair ball over the bag. Taters throwing home just in time to get Connor. Good throw from Taters to save another run. That's the second time he's done that today. Arbor reaches, though, on the fielder's choice. One down, runners at the corners for McFarland, who's locked in. 1-for-1 with a single. Cutter down, line at the middle. That is a base hit on the first pitch, and that's going to be an RBI knock. Rufo scores from third. 5-0 Dogs. First and second now. Still only one out. And here's Liner. Big Dog 0-for-1. Hit into a double play, but it's allowed a run to score. Cutter up and in, that's a strike. 0-1. Cutter up, roped over third. Leaping is Moonshot to save extra bases. What a play at the hot corner. 2 down. First and second for Jones. 1-for-1 with an RBI double. Heater down in the way, that's low. 1-0. Heater down, popped him up as it's going to stay in the infield behind second. Leverage calling for it, he'll put it away to end the inning. But we strike for 3 as the Dogs busted open 5-0 bottom 2. Candela, Kwan, and Aoshima coming up. Here's Candela, second baseman tense, hitting 125 on the season. Connor up to neutral mojo after getting a double play ball to get out of the first inning jam. Forkball lined into right center, that's down on the first pitch for a base hit. Rufo gets it in quickly. Next up is Kwan, Ricky Kwan, getting his first appearance of the episode as he's starting in center field today over Mad Max Donaldson. Hitless on the season for the former Blowfish outfielder. Has Tier 2 whiffer, Tier 3 stealer. More of a defensive sub. Heater down and in for a strike 0-1. He's also a good base runner. Next pitch forkball down in the way. Strike called. It's quickly 0-2 as that activates K Collector for the first time today as well as whiffer. Two-seamer up and in. He gone, blew it by him. First punch out for Connor. He gassed him with the two-seamer. Aoshima up next, catcher's first appearance of the episode as she is getting the start today over Kyra. Is it Kyra or Kyla? Hold on. Let me check this. Kyla Holt, the rookie catcher, giving her a day off. Aoshima, the veteran, still here from day 1 of the series. Slider down in the way. That's low, ball 1. Is she the only offensive original player left? Hold on. No. Oh, Moonshot and Taters. Okay, so she's one of 3 original offensive players still on the roster. Her, Taters, and Moonshot. She's the only original bench player still on the roster. Is that Heater's down and then whiff through. 1-1. Slider down and away. Checked low. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Popped! Skyball to right field. Arbor in. Calling for it. I'm always nervous. She'll put it away. 2 down. Yeah, with her low fielding, I'm going to be nervous anytime a ball's actually hit to her in the air. Here's Terox Smith, pitcher tense, hitless on the air. Four-seamer down and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Forkball away to Smith, fooled him, strike called, 0-2 as that activates K Collector. Four-seamer up and in. Jammed on the ground to first, diving McFarland to smother it, gets up, taps the bag herself. That ends the inning, good pitching from Connor. Top 3, it's still 5-0. Osborne, Star, and King coming up. Here's Freddie Osborne, 1-for-1 with a single today as he's going to try and get it rolling against Smith. Still tense. First pitch of the 3rd inning is a cutter at the knees, 0-1. Chased it down and then Heater. Jammed it, one slow roller to second. Candela bare hands, takes his time, throw to first. 1 down. Star up next. Tense, 1-for-1 with a double though. Cutter up and in, rope to right field on the liner past the diving glove of Taters. Second hit for Star today. He's back to neutral mojo. He's 2 for 2. He's on with 1 down for Alberto King, who's 1-for-1 with a single as he's smashed the line drive over the head of the drawn-in Taters last at bat. Heater up on the first one, 0-1. Heater up, late swing, 0-2. King behind. Chased it outside, strike 3. I think that's the first punch out for Smith. 2 down for the pitcher Connor. RBI knock on his first career hit last at bat. He's 1-for-1. Batting 1 for 3 on the air. Heater at the knees, 0-1. Heater down. Sky ball off the end of the bat to shallow center. Racing in is Quan. Easy handles for the center fielder. That ends the inning. Bottom 3, it's 5-0. Uwanga, leverage, and torque coming up. Here's Uwanga locked in. Right fielder 0 for 1. First pitch fork ball down and away. Check strike at the knees 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Chased foul back 0-2. Okay, collector activates. Slide it down and in. Pulled foul out of play 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. Inside and high 1-2. Four-seamer down and away. Chased it, strike 3 at 103. Third punch out for Connor. He gone. One down for leverage. 1 for 1 today with a single. He is currently tense. Slider down and in. Check strike 0-1. There we go. Four-seamer down. One hopper to second. Picked by Osborne. He'll throw to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Torque. Left fielder 1 for 1 with a single today. Fork ball away. Outside 1-0. Four-seamer up and in. Doors. Blew it by him. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Check. Strike called on the inside edge. 1-2 the count now. Slider up. Woo! Blew it by him. He whiffed right through it at the letters. Punch out for Connor, his 4th today. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the rookie. He gone. Top 4 we go. It's 5-0 Dogs. Rufo, Arbor, McFarland. Top of the lineup coming up.
Now batting, center fielder, number 2, Grace Rufo.
All right, Rufo leading off here in the 4th. He's on fire. Tier 2 high pitch active. Heater up and in. High 1-0 is Smith still tense. Cutter away on the edge. 1-1. Nice pitch. Change up. That's high. 2-1. Good hold. Heater up. Skied off the end of the bat to center. Slicing away. But Quan there. Puts it down. Puts it away. 1 down. Next up going to be Arbor. 1 for 2 with a single today. Reached on a fielder's choice. Set Heater's low. 1-0. Heater down. Line hard to second. On the line there is Candela though to Spirit. 2 down. Now to bring up McFarland, 2 for 2 singles today with an RBI. Heater up and in high, 1-0. Heater down and in, line hard at the middle. Diving is leverage to take away a base hit. 1-2-3 inning for the Dogs offense. Bottom 4. Moonshot, Taters, and Candela coming up. We're still up 5. Here's Moonshot. Walked his first plate appearance. He is locked in. Two-seamer down and in on the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Forcing him down and away. Hit up the first base line. There's McFarland to take it. She'll run to the bag. 1 down. Next up is Taters over 1. Into a double play his first at bat. Fork ball down. Strike caught at the knees. 0-1. That unfortunately was with the bases loaded for Taters. Heater up and in. Inside. 1-1. Slided down and in. Grounded hard to first. Diving off the under the body actually of McFarland as it hits off her into right field. That's a infield single for Taters. He'll reach with 1 down for Candela. 1 for 1 with a single. Four-seamer up and in. Checked inside. 1-0. Slider at the knees. Check strike. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Pulled foul on the rope. 1-2. Okay, collector activates. Fork ball down in the way. Chased it. Strike 3. He was well out in front of that one looking for the heater. 5th punch out for Kana. 2 down for Quan, who's 0 for 1. Down and in. Hitting the hole to second, slow roller. Osborne to his left, throw to first. That ends the inning. Good pitching from Connor. Top 5, it's 5-0. Liner, Jones, and Osborne coming up. Liner leads off 0 for 2 day for the big guy as he lined out hard to third last at bat. He's also hitting a double play with the bases loaded. Change up in there at the knees, 0-1. Heater up, hard grounder, up the diving first base line is Taters. He'll make the play on the flip. 1 down as Liner again robbed of a base hit. Jones up next, 1 for 2 with an RBI double. Popped out last at bat. Change up in there at the letters. 0-1 is Smith back to neutral mojo. Little hack active now. Heater up. Ooh, 0-2. Chased it. Heater up and in. Lined over second. Over the leaping glove of Candela. It's down for a hit. Single for Jones. He's 2 for 3. He'll be on with 1 down now for Osborne. Rookie 1 for 2 with a single. Flew out last at bat. Cut her down. That's low. 1-0. Heater away. Misses. 2-0 count as Big Hack activates. Change up. Ooh, out in front of it. 2-1. Good pitch. Looking heater. Heater down. Chased. Pulled foul. 2-2. Heater away. Oh, pulled off of it. Punch out for Smith. His second. 2 down now for Star. 2-2 with the double and the single. Back to neutral mojo. Tier 3 first pitch Slayer active. Out in front of the changeup below the knees. 0-1. Heater away. Pulled off the end of the bat. Into right center. It's down for a hit in front of Awanga. 2 on, 2 down. Overdogs keep the inning alive here for King. Catcher 1 for 2 with a single today. Struck out last at bat. Changeup in there at the letters. 0-1. Change up and in, pulled foul, out of play, 0-2. Heater up and away, 1 hopper to second. Candela cuts it off to first, and that ends the inning. Bottom 5, it's still 5-0. Aoshima, Smith, and Uwanga coming up. We'll see if they pinch hit for Tarak. Here's Aoshima, 0 for 1 today. Four-seamer up and away. That's a strike from Connor, 0-1. Two-seamer away, off the edge, 1-1. Forkball inside. Chased, pulled foul, 1-2. K Collector activates. Slider down and away. Pulled foul, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3. She gone. 6 punch out for Connor. 1 down for Smith. Pitcher 0 for 1. He will bat. Two-seamer up and in. That's a strike, 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Line softly to second. Osborne is there. 2 down. Base is empty for Uwanga, who's 0 for 2. First pitch Prayer active. Forkball down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. High. 1-1. First pitch down and away. Line at the middle. That is a base hit. Right over the glove of Connor. Uwanga on with the 2-out knock to keep the inning alive here in the 5th for the Nemesis. Here's Leverage. 1 for 2 with a single up to neutral mojo. Slider down and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Two-seamer up and in. High, 1-1. Four-seamer middle in. Jam liner to first. Right there is McFarland holding the runner, and that ends the inning. Top 6 we go. It's still 5-0 Dogs. Connor, Rufo, and Arbor coming up. Here's Connor, 1 for 2 with an RBI single back in the 2nd inning. Takes a heater down in the way. Strike called, 0-1. Chased it down in the way. Dribbler off the glove of Smith, ricocheting to Candela. He barehands to first, 1 down. Next up is Rufo, 2 for 3 with an RBI double and a single. Up and away, two-seamer off the edge, 1-0. Heater up and in, jammed at the middle. Base hit for Rays, past the diving glove of Leverage into center field. 3rd hit today for Rays. He's on with 1 down in the 6th. Brings up Arbor, 1 for 3 with a single. Heater up and away, that's a strike, 0-1. Smith over 70 pitches now. Curveball misses outside, 1-1. Change up, rope down the left field line. Fair ball into the corner as she kept it fair. Going for 3rd is Rufo. Throw comes from Torque into 2nd. So that will hold Arbor to a single. Runners at the corners, 1 down. And now to bring up McFarland, 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. And here comes Libido out of the bullpen as Smith will exit. Going 5 1/3 innings today. So far, the 5 earned runs are his problem, and the 2 runners on base are his as well. Libido, former Sawtooth reliever out of the pen. 3.38 ERA, 1.88 whip, 3 strikeouts for the 5th-year vet. First pitch to McFarland, heater away, strike called, 0-1. Up and in heater, 1-1. Heater up, lined over softly, over short, and that's down for a base hit. McFarland brings up her 3rd hit, 2nd RBI of the day as the runner scores from 3rd. It is 6-0 Dogs. Big Dog Hack liner up next. He's over 3. He's been robbed of 2 extra base hits today. As he lined out the 3rd, he's hit 1 hard up the first base line, was robbed on a diving stop by Taters last at bat. He's also grounded into a double play. Was drove in a run, but didn't count as an RBI. Heater away on the first one, 1-0. Change up chase down and in, 1-1. Heater up and in, bloop softly to shallow left center field, and that's going to get the job done as it's in. Kwan's throw comes into the cutoff man, cut by Taters, RBI knock for liner, 7-0 Dogs. Jones up next, 2 for 3, RBI double and a single today, and now the remaining runners will be charged to dough if they score. Smith's line finishes with 7 runs charged to him. Heater down, line softly right center field, and off the sliding glove of Uwanga. Thank you, Butterfingers. He couldn't handle it. RBI knock for Jones, his third hit today. It's 8-0 Dogs. First and second, one down for Osborne. 1 for 3 day for the rookie. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Heater up, chased by Osborne. Bloop softly to right center field. That's a tough play for Quan, but he will get there with the basket catch. 2 down. Now up is Star, 3 for 3. RBI hero active for the first time this episode at Tier 2. His Tier 3 first pitch Slayer as well. 3 for 3 with a double, 2 singles. Looking to jump on the first pitch. Chased it in the dirt on the changeup, 0-1. Heater away, pulled foul, 0-2. Heater up, pulled by Star deep to right field, but on the line to Uwanga, and that ends the inning. But 3 home for the Dogs as we finally score for the first time since the second inning as we chase Smith out of the game. 8-0 bottom 6. Torque, Moonshada, and Taters coming up. Here's Torque, heart of the lineup here for the Nemesis in the 6th. 1 for 2 with a single. Connor looking for his first career quality start. First pitch forkball away, off the edge, 1-0. Puts him down in the way. Torque goes with it, drives it deep right field. Hit pretty well off the end of the bat. Arbor back at the fence. We'll watch it carry him away from her. I'm not surprised by that. She's not a good fielder. It will be a leadoff triple, though, for Torque here, as he'll put himself at third with nobody out. There's Moonshado for one with a walk today. Connor still locked in. Forcing me down and in. That's a strike. 0-1. Forkball down and away. Low and outside. 1-1. Teasing me down and away. Moonshada fouls it off. 1-2. Okay, Collector activates. Slider down and in. Chased it in the dirt. King looks to runner back to third. He'll throw to first. 1 down. He gone. I believe that is the 7th punch out today for Connor. 1 down for Taters. Morsimer down in the way. Taking low. 1-0. Forkball down and in. That's hit hard at the middle base hit. RBI knock for Taters. Will drive in the first run of the game for the Nemesis. As Torque scores. It's 8-1. Nemesis on the board finally. Candela up next, 1 for 2 with a single, currently tense. Two-seamer up and away in the first one. Strike called, 0-1. Down and in. Strike called, 0-2. 0-2 pitch, forkball down and away. Low and outside, 1-2. Okay, Collector active again. Slider down and in. Chased, pulled foul, 1-2. Two-seamer up and away. Outside, 2-2. Forcing down. Hit hard at the middle of the second. Oh, short diving is Star to get there. Flip to second, 1 on to first. Double play, you love to see it as that ends the inning. There we go. Carlton, nice play. Top 7. It's 8-1 as the Nemesis finally on the board thanks to a leadoff triple and an RBI. I believe that was a single. 8-1 to the 7th. We're up 7. King leads off. It's 8-9-1 here for the Dogs. 1 for 3 with a single today against the 10's Doe. Libby's first pitch, Heater up and away, 1-0. Heater up and away, line softly up the middle, diving under the glove of the second baseman Candela, and even with slow poke, King will reach infield single. His second hit today. Here's Connor, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. We're up 7 runs. We're not bunting. Go for it, Miles. Change up and away high, 1-0. Heater up, hard grounder up the middle, past the diving leverage. It was pulled away to cover the bunt. First and second now, nobody out. Second hit today for Connor. Here's Rufo, 3 for 4, RBI double and 2 singles, trying to bust it open even further. Change up away, strike called, 0-1. That was on the lower edge of the zone. Up and away, outside though, badly, 1-1. Heater up and away, driven by Rufo, slicing into the corner and left, but that's well foul, 1-2. Chased it high, got to it and fouled it back. Good swing. Way to protect. Heater up and in, pulled foul. 1-2. Heater up and in, softly lined to second. Caught by Candela for the first out as we have to freeze. Next up, Arbor, 2 for 4, 2 singles today. Heater up and in, turned on by Arbor. Driven deep, left center field. Carrying well. That's going to hang up though for Quan. Puts it away for the second out as both runners have to hold. Neither of them run well. Here's McFarland, 3 for 4, 3 singles, 2 runs driven in today, still locked in. Two-seamer up and away, that's a strike, 0-1. Up and away, Heater, 1-1. Good hold. Heater up and away, checked high, 2-1. Heater down, line softly right center field. That is down for a hit. Coming around third is King. Here comes the throw from Uwanga. It is cut by Taters. Throw over to third. Gets Connor to end the inning. But it's an RBI knock for McFarland. Make it 9-1. Her third RBI of the game. We get that run right back. Bottom 7. Kwan, Ayoshima, and Doe coming up. There's Kwan 0 for 2 today. Currently facing a locked-in Connor. Heater down and away for a strike. 0-1. Slider down and in. Chopper to short up the middle. Star ranging. Cuts it off. Throw to first. 1 down. Next up is Ayoshima, who's 0 for 2. First pitch, fork ball down. Ticking low. 1-0. Four-seamer up and away. Fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Whiffed inside. 1-2. Okay, collector active again. Slider away. Dribbler to short. Chased it. Charging Star on the bare hand. Throw to first. 2 down. Carlton's busy this inning. Here's Doe. Tense. Pinch hitting for her, Walter Volter, the bench outfielder. Hitting .500 on the year with a solo homer and an RBI. Tier 2 dive wizard active. Forcing down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and in, high, 1-1. Fork ball down and in. Chopper to third, liner is there, he'll throw to first. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Connor, he's through the 7th. Top 8, still 9-1. Out of the bullpen, the closer, Lawrence Wimple. Tier 2 gets ahead. Tier 2 consistent. 7.71 ERA, 2.14 WHIP, 1 strikeout. He's the only original Nemesis reliever still on the roster from day 1. 4, 5, and 6 to up for the Dogs. Liner leads off. Big Dog 1 for 4. RBI single last at bat. Tier 2 gets ahead active. Heater in there at the letters. 0-1. He also has Tier 2 consistent Wimple. Heater away. Strike called. 0-2. One of the few 3-pitch closers here in the league. Slider below the knees, chopped in the hole, a short, cut off by Moonshada. Throw to first, 1 down. Next up, Jones, 3 for 4 with a double, 2 singles, 2 runs driven in. Heater up and in, well high, 1-0. Heater outside, 2-0, no little hack this at bat for Jones. Curveball middle in, pulled foul, out of play, 2-1. Slider from away, blasted by Jones, dead center field. That was a hanger, and it's in the doghouse right there at the back edge of the batter's eye. Almost got to the second deck. It's a home run for Jones. Second of the episode, first of the second game, third in the year, and we're pulling away. It's now 10-1. Next up, Osborne, 1 for 4 with a single today. Slider away, strike called, 0-1. Chased it up at high, 0-2. Heater at the knees, hard grounder to short, right at leverage. He'll throw to first. 2 down. Base is empty for Star, 3 for 4. Double 2 singles today. Heater inside on the first one. Line hard to center field, but it's going to go right at Kwan, and that ends the inning. But a home run for Jones gives us another run. 10-1, bottom 8. Uwanga, leverage, and torque coming up. There's Uwanga, 1 for 3 with a single. I'm going to make a defensive sub here for Osborne at second base. We're going to bring in Dig at Fordo. The legend himself. Heater down and in, ball 1. Fork ball down. That's low, 2-0. Two-seamer up. Foul back, 2-1. Heater down and in, hard ground at the middle. Pass the diving Star into left center field. It's going to be a leadoff knock for the Nemesis. As we have Uwanga reach, here's leverage. 1 for 3 with a single. First pitch slider down and in. So that's a strike. Go 1. Two-seamer up and away. Blooper down the right field line. Arbor coming on. Makes the basket catch for the first out as we're not sliding or diving with her. She won't catch it. Next up, Torque. Stimulated, activated for him today here in Game 2. So it's Tier 3. So he's juiced. 2 of 3 with triple into single. Those curious, that gives him plus, it's a 20% chance of activating. Doesn't give me the actual stat boosts. Fork ball down in the way low, 1-0. Let's just say they're significant. Heater down and in, line hard at the middle into the right center gap. And that's going to be possibly extra bases. Cut off by Rufo before the wall, so it'll be just a single actually. Holding a third is Uwanga, as he's not going to repeat his feat of scoring from first on a single. 2 on, 1 down for Moonshada for 2 of the walk. First pitch forkball down and away from Connor is sat on and blasted to right field. Hit well for the high wall, and it's just over the wall. It's going to be Nevermore in the field of play. Home run for Moonshada as he gets it just over the lip of the high wall, and that ruins the quality start for Connor because it's a 3-run homer. It is now 10-4. You bastards. You couldn't let him have any semblance of happiness, could you? Damn it, you fucks. Well, pitcher slide is due up second next inning. So first up, we are going to go to, let's go with Jacob Marshmallow as he is going to come in against his old team. Marshmallow with a 2.25 ERA, 2 whip, and 2 strikeouts here out of the pen. One of the original Nemesis relievers is that Heater's down and away on the first one to Taters, 1-0. Forkball down and in, check low, 2-0. Slider up, that's a strike, 2-1. 2-1 pitch, curveball down and in. Checked inside, 3-1. Four-seamer away. That's a strike, full count, activating Tier 3 K collector and Tier 2 whiffer. Ball down, chopper to second, charging at Fordo. He'll bare hand, throw to first, 2 down. Next up going to be Candela, 1 for 3 with a single. He is now rattled. First pitch, forkball down and in. Foul off, 0-1. Heater up and away, outside, 1-1. Curveball down and away. That's a strike, 1-2. Okay, collector active again. Change it down and in. Pulled foul, 1-2. Slider up and in. Chased it inside, strike 3. First punch out for Marshmallow. He gets his 2 batters. Top 9. It's 10-4 though, as Moonshada hits a 3-run bomb to ruin Connor's quality start. King, Marshmallow, and Rufo coming up. Here's Alberto King, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. He's also struck out once. Ball down, that's a strike, 0-1. Chased it up and away, 0-2. Chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Picked by Aoshima on the block, throw to first, 1 down. Next up, Marshmallow. God, I love this animation. Jacob, we're up 6 runs. Go ahead and bat. Wait, really? I got a bat? Yes, go swing. First bat of the year for Jacob. Curveball in the dirt, 1-0. Curveball high, 2-0. Slider middle plate, popped him up behind the mound. Wimple is there. 2 down. Base is empty for Rufo. 3 for 5 days. Doubled and singled twice, driving in a run. Curveball inside, strike called, 0-1. Get up and in, jammed him on the ground to second, charging Candela. 1-2-3 inning for Wimple. Bottom 9, it is 10-4. Quan, Aoshima, and Wimple, bottom of the lineup, due up against Marshmallow. There's Quan, he's 0 for 3 today. First pitch, slider up, high ball 1. 1-0 pitch, Heater inside, 2-0. 2-0 pitch, curveball down and away. Quan taking, check, swing, strike, 2-1. Change up and in. Strike called, 2-2, activating whiffer and K collector. Forkball down and in. Chase chopped the first, charging McFarland, takes it herself, 1 down. Next up is Aoshima for 3 today. Four-seamer down and away. Check strike, 0-1. Forkball down. Low, 1-1. Slider up and away. Line foul, late, 1-2. Okay, collector active again. Change it down and in. Pull, foul back actually into the screen, 1-2. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it, strike 3. Second punch out for Marshmallow, 2 down. Base is empty for Wimple. He is the last chance. Pinch hitting, though, for him is Jack Cracker, who pinch hit in Game 1 and did not get on base. 167 average on the year. Or no, did he get a hit in that game? I'm not sure, actually. He might have. I don't remember. It's been a while. Either way, line to third, right at liner, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Marshmallow in the 9th, and the Overdogs slam the door in Game 2, sweeping the doubleheader. Final score 10-4 as we improve to 5-3. No, I can't math. I'm sorry. 5-2 on the year. Math was not there. Over Nemesis fall to 3-4. Good offensive day to begin as we got 5 in the first 2 innings. Connor settled in nicely, got through 7 good innings. Our offense came alive against the bullpen in the 6th, 7th, and 8th to put it away. But unfortunately, they had that home run in the 8th inning from Moonshada that ruined Connor's quality start, so he still doesn't have one in his career, but he does get his first career victory today. So we absolutely outslugged him. RBIs today, Rufo had 1 on a double. McFarland had 3, 2 on singles, 1 on a double. Liner had an RBI single. Jones had a home run, an RBI double, and an RBI single. He was a triple shy of the cycle. And Miles Connor had an RBI single. His first career hit drove in a run. Liner also drove in a second run on the day, but it does not count as an RBI as he hit into a double play. For the Nemesis, their RBIs, 1 for Taters on a single, it was a single, and then Moonshada had a big 3-run homer there in the 8th inning. Outside of that, they didn't have a whole lot going on. Connor goes 7 1/3 today, giving up 10 hits on 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 homer, 6 strikeouts. He improves to 2-0. Second career victory. Damn it, really? I thought he'd get lost the first game. Whatever. Marshmallow inning and 2/3, scoreless in relief. Perfect relief, actually. 2 strikeouts against his old team. And for the Nemesis, Smith, in his first game against us since leaving in free agency, goes 5 1/3, giving up 15 hits, 7 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 0-1. Libido inning and 2/3 in relief, 2 runs given up on 6 hits. And Wimple 2 innings, 1 run given up on a solo homer and a strikeout. Player of the game is Filet Jones, who was a triple shy of the cycle, driving in 3 runs, followed by McFarland, who had a 4-hit day, driving in 3 runs, and then Moonshada, who had a big 3-run homer there at the end of the game. But a win's a win. We sweep the doubleheader, and we're looking pretty good now, sitting at 5-2. All right, no matter what, we have won the season series against the Nemesis. We do play them in the regular season finale, but we will have already won the season series, so yay! And we won't have to see Tiger Den again. Yay! Oh, stop with this shit. Liner, sorry, buddy. It's just because he's old. Arbor or Marshmallow? Surprisingly, Marshmallow and Arbor were both good today. They're both older. Marshmallow's actually cheaper and younger, but I'm going to go Arbor on this one. She made a good first impression. I like what I saw. Bergenberg or Connor? Ooh. Oh, come on. I got to do Connor, though, just because Bergenberg's the OG. All right, they both pitched well today, but Bergenberg was better. Looking around the league, Swanson loses 4 speed there, the catcher. Oh, well, he's old. Seb Swolson gets signed by the Sirloin to replace Landon Fair on their bench. Velo Haiwanasi is going to the Hot Corners bench. He'll replace Pumper Lumpkins. Carlton Starr loses 4 contact. Not great considering he's only 26. He's down to 84. Miles Connor, though, on the positive side of things, gets plus 10 accuracy up to 88. We love to see that. I wish it was junk, though. Chance to get Tier 3 first pitch Slayer on Liner. I will consider that. Jovan Bambino, the Italian Stallion, has been released by the Grapplers. He'll replace Sky Rodriguez. Hold on a minute now. All right, Saunders plus 7 power there on the bench as he's up to 49 power now. We love to see that. Henry Hamster will go to the Sandcats as he'll replace Flash Lavar. And that's it. Oh, and a chance to get surrounded on Heimlich. Hell no, not on a reliever. All right, so Pruitt's, we need 1 more game to get his. Liners needs 1 more game as well. I think between the 2, I'm probably going to go for Liners because it's a chance to get a Tier 3 trait. Yes, I know he's old, but first pitch Slayer on him, that's going to be freaking deadly. I just hope it's here next time. We're not doing this one. That's dumb. We're not giving you extra arm, Carlton. You're already pretty good. Yeah, and I don't like... Slowpoke, getting rid of Slowpoke would be good on Swanson, but he's already pretty fast. Plus, he's older. Him and Liner are both old, but Liners is gaining a positive trait, while Swanson's is getting rid of a negative trait, and he's kind of like a backup, so, Now, hold on a minute. I want to look at this man, Jovan Bambino, now. He is scholarly. We could bring him in to replace Arbor. He could just plug into right field, and Yoshida and him split time. Plus, we can slot Bambino over at first base if McFarland never goes down, and he can play the entire outfield to cover Rufo and frickin' Jones. Oh, hell yeah. I just hope we're able to afford him down the road, man. Oh, it's going to be close. All right, let's sim up to the next one here real quick, because that's probably going to do it for this episode. Grapplers beat the Platypi, Moonstars beat the Grass Eaters, Buzzards beat the Beebles, so they continue to hold on to first place. and the Sawtooth lose to the Blowfish to end things. But we have moved up into second place. We were in third to begin the episode. So we won both games against the Nemesis. Buzzards unfortunately win both of their games in the Sims, so they stay in front of us by half a game at 6-2. We sit at 5-2. Crocs go 1-1 in the episodes. They fall to 5-3. Jacks, don't think they went 1-1, and the Nemesis went 0-2. Alright, so next episode we are taking on the Wide Loads. This is a rematch of the playoffs. Remember, the Wide Loads eliminated us in the semifinals last year before going on to win the championship, I believe. Mario Klein will be on the mound, the sophomore. No record, a 7.20 ERA and a 2 whip with Tier 3 Elite Four-Seamer, Tier 3 Workhorse. He did not pitch against the Wide Loads in the playoffs. And on the mound for them will be Tusker Fuss with Tier 3 Meltdown, 0-1 with a 5.79 ERA and a 1.07 whip. Lineup is set for that one. Yoshida is still hurt, so he will miss. Osborne is out. Carlton Starr will get the start at second base. Yo-Yo Yamamoto is going to get the start at third base. And Hackliner is going to move to shortstop. I don't know how I feel about that. Hold on a minute. But, oh, man, come on. He can't field, bro. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is going to be ugly, but I think it might work. Oh, God. All right. Rufo, you're going to bat lead off. We're going to move Arbor. You can bat second again, actually. You actually did pretty well for us. Yeah, Jones, you can go to right field, I guess. You are locked in. McFarland 3 at 1. Liner 4. Jones 5. Star 6. Yamamoto 7. And Swanson 8. Honestly, I might start King, but I'll put Swanson in there for now. All right, that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. Big episode for the Dogs as we do sweep the doubleheader against the Nemesis, winning the first game 4-1, I believe, 5-1, and we win the second game 10-4 as we swept at Tiger Den. We're now 5-2, half a game out of first as we keep pace with the Buzzards this episode. Tune in next time out to see the playoff rematch against the team that eliminated us last season, the Wide Loads, who are the defending champions. If you made this deep, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow or subscribe button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already and you're watching this over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch is down in the description below. It's at PracNasty over here on this platform as well. If you want to come over here and watch games live before they're posted, you can also follow me over here as well. Show me support on this platform as well if you so choose. I'll catch you on the next one, everybody. Until then, this is the Nasty One. Signing off. Have a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you guys may be.